Alright, what's going on everybody? Sir Kirby here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Today, we're actually getting a special mid-finals episode. I've had a day off today, so got some stuff left to do, but I've ran out of recording stuff for this, so I need to keep going with some more. So we're going to jump back in today with Chapter 11, Blood Runs Red. And once again, we get to see this after I've already said that. Right, we're headed to a port now. I'd forgotten about that. It's been a few days again. I do remember the new units. Well, we're here. Welcome to Toa, Crimea's westernmost port city. Thanks for the exposition there, buddy, because I definitely didn't know that. What's with this place? People are going about their business. Why aren't they worried about Daein? About the war? It's because this area is fairly isolated. Daein's army hasn't come this far, and so life goes on as before. Daein's plan is to seize the capital, then slowly and steadily expand its sphere of influence until it controls everything. Surely these people have some idea of what's happening. Ignorance is a form of bliss, is it not? These people don't know what it's like to lose a war. They don't want to know. Crimea as a nation has always been blessed by peace. Perhaps this is due to the temperament of its rulers, but the country hasn't seen serious warfare for centuries. While minor skirmishes with the kingdom of Daein have been legion, only the eastern borderlands have taken damage. And yet even I know this peace will not last. When we met Daein forces on our scouting mission, they attacked us merely for being within the Crimean border. Humans are shameless creatures that carelessly ignore any misfortune which does not befall them directly. They can, and often do, turn a blind eye to all manner of wickedness so long as it does not touch them or their kin. They will bow their heads, condemning those victims for bringing calamity upon themselves, and then they will cast their eyes toward heaven in thanks while their neighbors lay dying around them. But the war is happening here. This is their home, not someone else's. When the Daein army darkens their doorsteps, perhaps they will understand. When the peace they take for granted is shattered and their sons and daughters slaughtered in the streets, perhaps then they will comprehend the misfortunes they so long pretended not to see. I have no sympathy for them. Well, that's dark. My goodness, the nastier the truth, the blunter he gets. Quite a delightful staff officer you have there. He has an undeniable streak of severity in him, but this? Something's bothering him, that's for sure. It's to be expected. Even I'm a bit shocked by this place. Can they truly be as placid as they appear? Soren's a very empathetic young man. The emotions of this place may have proven to be too much for him. Ignoring impending doom because you cannot prevent it. Fatalism is by nature a disheartening beast. Well, for all those born with nothing, there are those born with everything. Perhaps those who never noticed the difference are the ones who we should envy. What's that supposed to mean? Huh? Oh, I was talking to myself. Pay me no mind. Now then, I've got to see a man about a ship. While I'm gone, why don't you get your supplies squared away? I'm sure that the journey ahead will require a lot of packing. Ranulf, I'll go with you. No, that's all right. You should supervise the supply acquisition. You're going out to sea for months, you know. I know that, but what is it, Titania? She's worried about me. She doesn't want to leave a solitary Laguz wandering around in New York City. But I thought Crimea and Gallia were allied nations. Why would a wandering Laguz be cause for concern? Well, it shouldn't be, but you remember what King Koenigs told you. The friendship between Crimea and Gallia exists only between the ruling classes. It hasn't taken root in the minds of the common citizenry at all. That being said, things have improved quite a bit since King Ramon ascended to the throne. The reports of hunts and such other horrors have all but disappeared. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got connections, see? It's not like I'll be roaming the docks begging for passage. Alright then, the job is yours. Please be careful. You too. Don't mess anything up. Have you finished with those errands? Sorry. Ike, here's a summary of our last battle. Alright, we spent 3,095 gold. We gained none. We got 120 bonus experience, which is, like, not much. Soren, our boy, was the MVP, and we got 4 new allied units. Hell yeah. There were no casualties, and no one suffered permanent injury. We fought excellently. That's all I have to report, yada yada. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna change it up this time. Let's do support first. It appears we just have the one. Ike and Oscar. How's it going, Ike? Oh, hey, Oscar, I'm fine. Actually, I'm kind of worried about something. Well, can I help? Well, I was trying to figure out how we should fight the Lagoosh bird tribes, because we've definitely discussed this as something that may happen in the future. This is definitely not something that we're intended to see later in the game. That's odd. I was just thinking about the same thing. When they turn into their true selves, we're kind of forced into a battle that's difficult for us. Yes, we're thinking about this because this is definitely something that's going to happen right now. You're right about that. The Lagoosh are so strong. I've even seen them shatter boulders with a single blow. I feel like our weak points are as visible as a lit torch for the bird tribes. What's more, my sword is useless if they take to the sky. My advice is to keep engaging them. The more we fight, the more we learn. Of course, it won't be easy. No, but I'm sure we can do it. That's a good idea. Thanks. Ah, well, sure. You're pretty amazing, Ike. You know that? Hey, come on now. You're the guy with all the experience and talent. Everything I've accomplished comes from hard work and practice. You're the son of Commander Grail. You have natural talent. I'd follow you anywhere. Wow. Thanks, Oscar. Yeah, that was definitely not weird. Oh god, there's 6 of these. Alright. Hey there, traveler. Do you have everything you need? If you stop by my humble shop, you'll find the best deals in town. What do you say? Interested? Yeah, that sounds great. Listen, can I ask you a question? No problem. You can ask me anything, especially if it's about my low, low prices. What do the townspeople think of Daein? You knew that they were coming. Didn't anyone think to flee Crimea? Flee? Don't be absurd. But Crimea lost the war. Yeah, I know. And honestly, that doesn't really affect us common folk, you know? The truth is, we don't care who sits on the throne. To us, they're all just faceless beings who rule from on high. If they tried to raise taxes or something, you better believe we protest, but otherwise... I mean, take the king of Daein. He's just another man, right? If we keep working, he can keep living the high life. So it's not like he's going to treat us poorly or anything. Yeah, you have no idea, bud. As long as we can live our lives and have a little happiness, we aren't going to worry about it all too much. Oh, but if we were invaded by Gallia, well, that's a different story altogether, because we're racist. If our country were overrun by those savage beasts, who knows what could happen? Now that scares me. What the? Hey, wait, come back. What about my low, low prices? Now what was that all about? And yes, you do have to emphasize low, low prices like that. 3-star units are usually pretty important, so I'm going to skip to that. Or 3-star units. 3-star conversations are pretty important, so I'm going to skip that and come back at the end. Princess! Ah, God, you scared me. I mean, my Lord Ike. Why are you here all by yourself? That's not very safe. I was just looking at the town. I'm unfamiliar with the world outside the Imperial Villa where I was raised. This is the first time I've been able to see how other people live. Everything is so new and different to my eyes. This is a town, isn't it? There's so much energy and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. With all the boats coming in and out of the harbor, this town's livelier than most, that's for sure. It's like nothing has happened. All the death and destruction we've seen feels like a horrible dream. Sure. Ha! Yeah! Yeah! What are you doing? Trying to regain the superb physique I lost when I was being held prisoner. Are you ready to board the ship? I was born ready! Hurrah! I don't need anything. Even as we speak, many of my fellow Crimeans are suffering at the hands of Daein. If I cannot rush to their aid today, then I can at least prepare myself for the day when I can. I see. Well, when we're ready, I'll let you know. Understood. Sorry to have interrupted you. My Lord Ike! What is it? You rescued and cared for Princess Alencia. You have my heartfelt thanks. For us, she is our one solitary hope. Yeah. Right, enough talking. Until we make our triumphant return to Melior, all I can do is keep trying. Ha! Yeah! Why? Whatever. Careful, don't pull anything. Ha ha ha, you're funny. Alright, Brom. What are you looking at? I feel like that's not what I was intending to flex that as. Oh, just this. Sort of a good luck charm. My family gave it to me when I left home. We never had much money, so my parents gathered some stones from our farm back home and put them in this leather pouch. It's not much to look at, but it means a lot to me. Every day I take them out and talk to them like they're my family. How is everyone? I'm out here doing the best I can. Don't worry, I'll be home soon. Just stuff like that. I know it sounds foolish, but if I don't do this, I won't have the courage to fight. Don't worry about my feelings, you can laugh. Acting like this at my age, what a silly man I am. It's not silly, Brom. You're a strong man who decided to fight for the sake of his family. I know that your family is very proud of you. Thank you, Ike. Thank you. That's a nice touch. I like Braum. Well, that's that. Are you ready to go, Neffany? Ah, Ike. What is it? Nope, nothing. I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, sure, I'm sure. You know it's hard being a prisoner. It's physically and mentally demanding. I need to know, can you fight? Not a problem. It's easy for you to say, but you sound like you're about to fall over. That? Oh no, that's just a habit. It's just the way I talk. Just talking. Sorry. No need to apologize. As long as you're not feeling ill, everything's fine. Alright, I'll see you later. Right then. And now we circle back. Make sure there's nothing else there. Speak to man. Sure. Pardon me, buddy. Haven't seen you around town before. You a traveling mercenary? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Nice sword. You look like a man who knows his business.
That's what she said.
If you're looking for work, I have a proposition for you. A proposition? I run a vigilante group that helps keep our fair town safe. A strong man like you would be most welcome. Thanks, but I've got something lined up. Oh, really? That's too bad. Heading out to sea? Maybe. Cautious to the end. I like that. Well, just in case you are, I want you to have this. What's this? It's a special sword. It'll come in handy if you ever find yourself at sea. Not that you would. Really? You're giving me a sword? Are you sure?
That's what she said.
Well, there is one condition. Once you finish your job, you come back and see me. I'd like you to reconsider that vigilante position. Understood. Thanks again for the blade. We got a Lagoose Slayer, which does exactly what it sounds like it does. And I'm gonna send it to the convoy. Alright, that's all of those. Let's see. What all do we need to do here? Right, we have new units. We have 3 of them to be exact. Let's see, how do I want to do this? What I'm gonna do, I think, let me check something. So Braum uses lances, Neffany uses lances, Kieran uses axes. Let me do some quick management type things. And then we'll circle back to this in a moment. Alright, the last thing that I want to do is I think we want to make another forge, but I don't know who I'm going to want to give it to. I did not mean to do that. So I want to make a lance. And it's going to be a bit expensive, but I'm giving this to Neffany, despite something I'm about to say about her. But with that being what it may, I have one more quick thing to do. Actually, give that to her. And where'd Titania go? I lied, I need to make one more quick shop run, because I need to pick up one of those for Kieran. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over 2 of our new units, and then I'm going to start actually... Oh, shit. I need to look through here first. So, do we have anything that we want to do with this? We can get Rolf a level, which we should do. Level 7, HP, defense, resistance. That's nice. And then we can also go with, let's see. How about Ileana, just because she's close. Magic resistance. Couldn't tell what that was. Okay. So now, before we go any further, we can go over... I'm going to go over Nephany and Kieran this time, and then we're going to start the chapter. And then next time I'll go over... next episode I'll talk about Braum. So, first up we've got Nephany. She is a level 7 soldier that we rescued last chapter, one of the 3 units that we got from that. She's got solid bases for a level 7, I think. I mean, they're not great, but they're not terrible. She's got 22 HP, 8 strength, 2 magic, 10 skill, 11 speed, 6 luck, 9 defense, and 3 resistance. She does have E rank in lances, which is kind of but could be worse. Her growths are 55% HP, 40 strength, 20 magic, 55 skill, 55 speed, 25 luck, 35 defense, and 25 resistance. Those aren't as great. They're not awful, but they're not as great. So Nephany is, I want to say, our second lance user that we have, the other being Oscar. Let me check that real quick. Marcia, our third lance user that we get. And Marcia flies, so that's kind of a plus. But Nephany is our third, and she doesn't have a mount, so she has the least mobility of the 3. But she does actually fight better, I think, than Marcia, even though they have similar growths. She has enough growths in the right places, even though they're not fantastic, that kind of make up for, you know, iffy movement. It's not like she can't move at all. I think her base move is 6, so she can move around some, just not as much as those with a mount. I rate Nephany a 3 out of 5 for this game. She's solid. She does her job. She uses lances, which is nice because we don't have, like I said, we don't have a lot of lance users. So she's got that going for her, but she's solid. Not great, but not awful. And then, moving on, we're going to immediately segue in here to Kieran. Kieran is a level 12 Axe Knight. He is a mounted unit. He has 30 HP, 11 strength, 1 magic, 10 skill, 12 speed, 8 luck, 10 defense, and 1 resistance. Now those are solid bases, if I've ever heard of solid bases. He is a little bit higher level than everybody else at this point, at level 12. So, I mean, those bases would be better if he was like level 8, but I think that would just make him absurdly broken. He's got good growths to back them up, too. Not great growths, but good growths. At 60 HP, 50 strength, 15 magic, 50 skill, 40 speed, 25 luck, 40 defense, and 30 resistance. In my opinion, Kieran's only weakness that he has in this game is the fact that he uses axes, which are inaccurate. He has 2 weaknesses, I lied. So there's that's 1, and then 2 is a low base resistance with a relatively low resistance growth, so he's going to be weak to magic if you're not careful with him. But other than that, he does everything that you need him to do, and he does it well. And then when he promotes, he can use lances for a bit more accuracy, even if it is at the cost of a couple fewer points of damage. Kieran is solid all around. Like I said, he's not going to be able to take on just legions of mages by himself, but other than that, everything he does well. Kieran is about as close to a 5 out of 5 you can get while still getting less than that. I'm giving 4 out of 5 just because I don't want to go into decimals and stuff, even though, spoiler alert, I'll do that for a unit coming up soon-ish. But that was more of an oversight error on my part. I needed to adjust something, and it's a lot easier to adjust now than it is to adjust past episodes. We'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, Kieran, 4 out of 5. Solid unit all the way around. He's basically Titania's stats, except 10 levels lower. So I would argue he's better than Titania by the end of the game. Some people would tell me I'm crazy, but that's what I'm going to go with. But yeah, that's the two units we're going to talk about in this episode. Let me do a quick look. Kieran has the Gamble skill. which I should talk about a little bit. That allows you to attack, and it halves your hit rate but doubles your crit rate. So I don't think it's a good skill. It's not required to use, like, if it's equipped on him, then you don't have to gamble every time. And I think that means his maximum hit rate can still be above 50, but not by much. It's an okay skill. It doesn't help. It doesn't hurt either. And Nephany comes with Wrath. I believe when a unit is under 30% health, they get a significant boost to their crit rate. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, and I don't want to throw out a number, but I think it's like 50% or 30% or something like that. Gets added to your crit rate under 30% HP. 30% HP, I'm confident in. It's the boost in the crit rate that I'm not sure of. But that's the 2 units we're going to talk about for now. We'll circle back to Braum next episode, even though he's probably not going to be on the field. For now, let's head back out to port. And notice our 3 new units over there actually holding weapons now. We should be leaving, but looks like everyone's going to be a while yet. My Lord Ike, are you ready to go? Me? As long as I've got my sword, I'm always ready. A sword? That's it? If I've got my cape, I can sleep just about anywhere. And as for food, well, something always turns up. That's delightful. No, it's not. It is? Yes, very much so. Princesses. I don't think I'll ever understand them. Dude, she's standing right there. Like, you just criticized Soren for this earlier. What's going on? Why all the excitement? My Lord Ike, there's a crowd gathering at the town entrance. That's what? Attention citizens, we've received reports of Crimean army stragglers hiding in this town. From this point forth, the Daein army will blockade all points of entry. No one comes or goes without our leave. The harbor is also closed. No ships will be allowed to sail. Well, that's great. Ike, Daein troops have... I know. I see them. I'm looking right at them, actually. All we can do is move toward the docks and try not to be discovered. Have you seen Ranulf? Not yet. He's probably not finished with those errands.
Have you finished those errands?
Wait, here he comes now. Ranulf, over here. Whew, things sure are heating up, aren't they? Are you an owl now? How are things on your end? Everything's set. All you need to do is sneak down to the harbor. You'll be met there by a man with a dusky pallor. His name is Nasir. Nasir is a man you can trust. I've explained your situation to him, and he's willing to help. If you can reach his ship safely, he'll take care of everything and deliver you to Begnion. Ranulf, aren't you coming too? I was planning on it, but Daein's movements have me concerned. I'll stay behind and see what's going on. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. No, pardon me. It's subhuman. Oh, shit. It's true, a subhuman. How dare you come prowling around here? That dude has smite. Beast, you stinking subhumans need to learn your place. Human towns are too good for you. He also has smite. Ew, it's so hairy. Go on, scat. See, she just has shove. And now they're just all using shove, and apparently shove hurts you now. God dang. Mordecai. Ike, we must leave. What? No, we have to help Ranulf. All of this noise will attract the attention of the Daein troops. That's why we have to hurry and help. He'll be fine, leave him. Ranulf is strong, even stronger than me. It's alright. Ranulf has no intention of defending himself. Look, he's not even changing forms. Well, Ike, that's because his Laguz gauge is at 20. Come on, noob. I can't just stand by and watch as he gets murdered. Ike, wait. Idiot human. Stop, get out of my way. Keep your hands off him. What do you think you are? Why would a human want to protect some subhuman? He's a friend of this monster. I saw them talking earlier. What's that to you? Hey, the Crimean royals had subhuman companions, didn't they? Maybe you're one of those army guys the Daein troops are searching for. You there, Daein soldier, ho! There's some suspicious folk over here. Of course there are. Huh? That way, hurry. Are you mad? Your king was murdered by Daein, and now you're gonna cooperate with them? Well, I heard the king was teaming up with those subhumans. That's what got him killed. Yeah, that's right. If we need allies, I'll take flesh and blood Daein humans over some fanged subhuman freak. Yeah. At least we know what we're getting. Trust your own kind. The people are insane. Maybe. Where's the subhuman everyone's screaming about? Huzzah! The Toa vigilantes are here. Huzzah. Really? Grab those guys and turn them over to the Daein army. That will prove our allegiance and gain our village favor. If you want subhumans hunted down, I'm your man. Ike. Ranulf, are you alright? Why did you come back? Some fool was gonna lay here and get beaten to death instead of defending himself. Ah, Ike, what would you have me do? Gallia and Crimea have formed an alliance. I cannot jeopardize that by harming these people, no matter what ill they may bear me. Even if none of them care 2 figs for their own country? 2 figs? That's an odd saying. Even if. They're citizens of Crimea, after all. Well, I'm not Gallian, so there's no reason for me to hold anything back. Ike, listen to me. They think that you and I are allies. If you attack, it's no different than if I do myself. So, let me guess. You're telling me to avoid the Daein pursuit, leave the town vigilantes alone, get to the docks as soon as possible, find a man named Nasir, and get on his boat. Is that it? Exactly. I don't care what anyone else says. I think you're pretty bright. Alright, I'll play along, but mark my words, if they attack, heads will rule. What? Hey, that's not going to do us any good. I disagree. It's going to do us a lot of good, actually, I think. Titania, Soren, get everyone together. We're getting out of here. That's a lot of red units. That's like a lot of red units. Also, there's a thief over there. Alright. We get 13 units this chapter. So, what I'm planning on, and we'll see if it goes this way. I know there's a unit on this map that we need either Leith or Mordecai to recruit. I like Mordecai better, so he's coming with us. As for the rest of the squad, I didn't realize how many units we get, so I'm actually okay bringing Braum. We don't need Volk on this map unless we do something really stupid. So we can bring in Marcia. Bring all 3 of them. Bring Rolf. Do we need Reese? Reese or Marcia? What do we want to do between Reese and Marcia? I think we can bring Marcia. I think that's fine. You can see there's a lot going on here. These 3 guys over here to the left are off the map. But there are still soldiers just all over the place. There's also vigilantes, but they're just level 1 fighters. They're not doing anything particularly special. I don't know if there's anybody that has anything like majorly important to drop. If I recall correctly, you gain more bonus experience if you let the vigilantes live, but I really don't know if I feel like trying to argue with that. We'll see. Also, this guy's named. We can talk to him. That's what we need Mordecai for. Mordecai talks to Zyhark here. We can recruit him. Vigilantes are all over here. We're gonna have to fight our way through them. So I'm going to take just a moment and tweak the battle formation, and then we'll get going. Okay, I think that looks good. Oops. So let's save. And let's get rocking. Listen to me. Do not let a single Crimean soldier escape our grasp. Sweep the entire town. Arrest anyone suspicious. General Makoya. Sir, there's a group of vigilantes who want to help us. What shall I tell them? Very well, let them do as they please. Yes, sir. Pardon me, are you commander of these forces? Hey look, it's Nasir. I am, and who are you? I'm captain of the boat you see moored here. My name is Nasir. I stopped by to accomplish some brief piece of business, but your soldiers are not preventing me from setting sail. I need to leave this place. I apologize for the inconvenience. However, we are trying to stop some Crimean soldiers from escaping. To that end, we need the cooperations of all citizens, ship captains included. My ship is a simple merchant vessel, sailing under the flag of the Begnion Empire. If I present such documentation, surely it will prove that I have no ties whatsoever with Crimea. Under Daein rule, such Begnion papers are worth nothing more than fish rat. Yet, you called yourself Nasir, correct? Protest too loudly, Nasir, and we may think you a Crimean sympathizer. If that were to happen, who knows what unfortunate fate might your simple merchant ship face. I see. So be it. I'm getting back on now. You there, soldier. Sir? Strengthen the watch on the ship. That man is up to something, I can feel it. No matter what happens, that ship must not be allowed to set sail. Burn her and sink her first. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's pleasant. Thanks, bud. Now then, where is our special guest? Oh god. Hi there. I'm right here, General McCoy. Oh, Sir Black Knight. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. No, I just arrived. Let us proceed. I would hear your report. There are no problems whatsoever. I have nothing to report, save the tedium of it all. The further west we travel, the weaker the Crimean fighting spirit becomes. Each town displays less and less resistance. Now they literally throw wide the gates at the first sign of our approach. With duty as humdrum as this, I worry that my troops may become sloppy and lose their edge. As a fellow warrior, I can sympathize with your plight. I thank you for your understanding. This town was not scheduled for subjugation until much later. Tell me, why are you here now? Yes, as to that. Mere days ago, a castle that held Crimean prisoners of war was attacked and the captives freed. The perpetrators were Crimean soldiers accompanied by supplements. According to our intelligence reports, their trail led here. I see. The Princess of Gallia is said to have fled to Gallia. The Princess of Crimea, not Gallia, is said to have fled to Gallia. If we can capture this band, we may gain information on her location. Do you require my assistance? I thank you for the generous offer. However, if you were to enter the fray, it would be over as well. My men are starved for combat. I would beg your restraint so that they may be allowed some entertainment. As you will. The field is yours. Turn your soldiers loose and may their blades run red with glory. Your graciousness is greatly appreciated. Yeah, so don't go near that guy. Be that as it may, he's cat now. Good luck, Ike. You'll be fine. As for me, I think I'll play a little game of cat and mouse with these Daein fools.
I get it!
Shut it, Nappa.
Galleon subhuman, after him. Don't let him get away. Everyone, move out for the harbor. Try to avoid conflict with the local vigilante group if you can. Let's go. Yeah, so fighting the vigilantes does in fact lose bonus experience for us. So we should try to avoid that if possible. But I really don't know how much I care about trying to stay away from them, honestly. First up, even though Brahm's the one we didn't talk about, let's get him the first action of this chapter. And this is probably going to be a weird one turn and then end of the episode thing, but that's how it is. Lots of story and battle preparation and stuff. I spy Rolf kill. Save the uses on Rolf's bow when we can. Use the iron bows instead. It's only getting 30 experience now. We're starting to catch up to par. Let's see what we have here. Soren can do a good bit to this dude with his forged wind tome, and he gets adept, so he's gonna get all 3 hits on this dude. Well done, Soren. There's a level up for him on the first chapter, or the first turn of the chapter. Level 14. Skill, speed, defense. Defense is nice. And the ground is invisible again. Let's see here. God, Boyd is so good. I want to see if there is a way. I'm gonna actually smite him because I want to see if there's a way we can take out or weaken this guy without killing him, and there is. If we use the hand axe. So Boyd is going to kind of take control of chip damage for a little while for us. And then Oscar can come over. Can Nephany reach that? If I would have remembered to trade her Javelin, she would. Let's see. For over here. This guy's not a vigilante, so I can move Kieran to right here. I can put Mia right there. Check the range on these guys. Mist can go there. Ileana can come back this way and hit this guy with thunder magic. And he's dead. So Ileana is still out with a vengeance, I see. 27 experience for her. The ground disappears again. I'm actually going to shove Nephany over here to get to this guy in the corner. No reason to use the Forged Lance, but we don't need to. Oh. So we've taken out a lot of the Daein guys down here. And let's see. I want to stay away from this house in the middle, because I'm pretty sure this is where the Black Knight is. And we're not going to be able to fight him effectively. As for this group down here, we can bring Marcia to right there, and we should be okay for this turn. Hey, are there really subhumans about? Oh yeah, no mistake about it. And they'll as soon kill you as look at you. Where are they? They're over there. Cunning beasts. We're just about to start flushing them out of hiding. I see. If you find one, be sure to give me a call. I like that guy. Came to our little town just for the chance to hunt subhumans. This guy's gonna go after Mia. Oh god, this could hurt. Advantage. 3 damage, a dodge, and then 3 more damage. Y'all can't do damage to us because you suck. Oh crap. I didn't think that would happen. Ow. God, that's how bad these guys are. They did 4 damage to Soren. I think we're probably gonna end up killing all the vigilantes as much as I want to avoid it. Why does the ground keep disappearing? It's happening a lot. Soren triggers an adept because that's what he needed to do. Yeah, this middle area is going to have a lot going on, and there's 2 thieves. Alright. Like I said, I don't really care to take out a lot of the vigilantes, but I think it's just kind of a byproduct of the chapter we're in. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode off here, though. So, I know it was only 1 turn of combat. There was a lot of story-related stuff going on this time around. We'll pick up with some more combat next time. Thanks for watching this episode of Fire Emblem. See you next time.